You can still talk to women while you're on semen retention. I'm currently on day 44 of semen retention. I want you guys to comment down below what day you're on. Hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss another banger upload over here on the Alchemist channel. And honestly, this is a misconception in the SR community that you can't talk to women, that you gotta be a complete fucking peon. And you can just do semen retention and just be in monk mode and never talk to the opposite sex ever again. That's not how you should be practicing this journey, bro. Got my lemon ginger tea. Make sure I get y'all ginger, get y'all some coffee, sip with me while we talk. Man, you should still be talking to women while you're on semen retention. And there's a multiple reasons I'm gonna give it to you in this video. And save the end because I got a banger for you. I got something, a strong gem, okay? Let's be honest. Us on retention, we know how we feel. It's a lot of pent-up sexual energy. When you look at a woman, you get very aroused, you get very attracted to them. And on retention, you quite frankly reprogram your mind. On semen retention, when you stop watching porn, you stop watching all this nasty shit, you actually start to be able to, you're actually able to see women for who they truly are. You're able to see the beauty of them, who they are on a soul level. If this woman's a promiscuous woman, if she's a woman of God, if she's a woman that you are willing to get in a relationship with, if she's a woman that you're clearly friends with, whatever it might be. I wouldn't even say friends, that shit is, but you kind of know how to read women a lot more when you're on retention. Now, granted, you got to do some research, because I'm gonna be honest, bro, as a man, if you're not learning about women nature, you are behind the 8 ball. You're gonna constantly be behind the 8 ball when it comes to women. I got multiple books on my bookshelf over there, bro, and one of them, I don't know if you can see, but one of them over there is The Way of the Superior Man. That book, go get it. Go look at the audiobook and thank me later, okay? I used to be a guy who didn't understand women. I used to get my heart broken when I was a little bit younger. I used to not understand the nature. If you just understand the nature of women and then you take semen retention serious, you'll see what I'm talking about. I am in a relationship. I'm in a loving relationship. And if you're my friend, if you knew me, I'm a person where if I say I'm in a relationship, you know it's serious because I don't get in relationships. I was playing the field. I was a bachelor and I was learning women nature, and I was learning by cold approaching at the bar, cold approaching whenever I seen a pretty woman, and I will understand and try to understand like what works, what doesn't, what makes a woman attracted. And there's a difference between like pulling a woman and getting her attracted to you, and then like getting a relationship with a woman and sustaining a long-term relationship. So I'm gonna talk about that. Semen retention allows you to be able to not only get the woman, because semen retention makes you a magnet for women. You know this. You become strongly magnetic. You become very attractive. You become very charismatic. When it comes to talking to them, shit just rolls off the tongue. You're naturally funny. You laugh at all the shit you gotta laugh, that you gotta say, because you're naturally in your masculine energy. You have a lot of masculine energy, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, we're biologically wired to be attracted to who's opposite sex. Women are biologically attracted to the man who has the strongest masculine essence. Women can feel when a man's really masculine, when he's fake confident, when he's real confident, when he really can take care of some business. And when you're on retention, bro, you inevitably have a lot of masculine energy. You have a lot of life force energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's inevitable. So in the SR community, I know some creators. I won't say I know some creators, but I've seen some creators and heard some creators talk about how you just have to stop talking to women in general, how they feel depressed because, like, man, I can't never talk to women again, and this, that, and the third. What's the point if I can't have sex with them? Bro, you gotta understand, they're still a human being at the end of the day. And semen retention isn't meant to like make you somebody who's a peon. You're not supposed to just, okay, no, we're talking to women, because let's say you do go on a streak retention. You go on 100 days, 80 days. You reprogram your mind. You stop watching those lots of websites. You stop looking at women in a bad way. You heal yourself. You understand yourself more. Now you go to actually talk to women. Yeah, semen retention is going to help you, but it's not going to take away from the fact that you don't ever go out there and talk to women. You're going to still feel a little bit nervous. You're still going to have that you don't have that mouthpiece, And I'm going to say you're going to be a lot more better than the average Joe that's not on retention. So yeah, you're going to see some success. But when you actually learn women nature, you learn that women want to be led. They don't want to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Women, they run primarily off emotion. They do use logic because everyone has masculine and feminine energies. But women primarily are led by their emotions, how they feel. She can be mad at you one second and then loving and doving the next second, because this is just women nature, their emotions. And I always say this, be her emotional Walmart. She should be able to come to you to get mad, sad, lustful, angry, and happy. If you can't do all those for your woman, bro, she gonna find another man at another store that can do it. Because she can go to Family Dollar and only can get pans, pots, but she can't get no chicken meat. Well, she gonna go to Walmart to go get chicken meat because they got chicken meat. You feel me? You don't want her to go get her chicken meat nowhere. You want her to get chicken meat here, right? So, man, you wouldn't understand. You have to, when you are in your masculine energy and you're on semen retention, you actually learn that. You learn that you learn what women want, not what they say they want. Because women, you don't listen to what women say they want. You listen to what they respond to. Of course, woman wants a loving, loyal man. Of course she does. But she wants a loving, loyal man from a man that knows how to make her feminine and make her wet. You feel me? You can be loyal and loving, done, but if you're a nice guy and you're a pushover and you don't get her aroused every now and then. You don't get her excited. You don't keep her on her toes, bro. All that loyalty should go out the fucking window. Everybody wants somebody to be loyal to them, you know? But on semen retention, you should be exercising your mouthpiece. I'm not saying you have to have sex with these women, okay? I've been doing semen retention for 5 years on and off. I've learned and finally mastered how to actually have sex and not release, bro. And I'm in a relationship. I'm on 44 days. Is it hard? Yes, sometimes it is. But once you learn how to strengthen that Kegel muscle right there, you practice doing this, it's like any muscle, bro. You know, y'all know I be in that motherfucking gym. I be in that lab. So, I mean, I trained it. So now I can, do it without releasing. At one point I couldn't. So I had to stay away from these women, and I just had to do it from the back. I had to do it from the background. I had to talk to them and, text them a little bit, but, link them. You wouldn't actually have sex with them. And that actually makes them more attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? Women are attracted to the guy that's not lusting over them. That's not trying to get in their pants so quick. She want to know what's up with you. What do you have that's so valuable? And why are you not doing what the other men are doing? So on semen retention, bro, use this energy to your benefit. I would use it to my benefit. I will go on 30-day streaks of retention, and then I will go out to the public. I will go to the bar. I might go to the bookstore. I might go to the store. And I mean, put yourself out there, because at the end of the day, bro, if you're a young man on this journey, or even if you're like in your mid-30s, woman is a very important, pivotal point in a man's life. Let's be honest, bro. When you lost your virginity, that was the most pivotal point in any man's life. You went from boy to man when you lost your virginity. That's what you felt like, Because some men are still boys in man's body. But you can still talk to women. You can still have sex while on retention. I'm not going to talk about having sex because that's a whole different video, but I will say you can still engage with women. You can still connect with women. And I will say this because you're blocking yourself from finding your divine counterpart. Because if you are someone who's not opposed to getting in a relationship and finding a woman that's for you, that's not for the streets, she's not promiscuous, she's not texting every other man, she's not entertaining other men, she'll give you her phone whenever you ask for it, she'll go ahead and just make sure you're loving, she'll want to make sure she want to care for you, she want to buy shit for you. You'll find this type of woman when you're in retention, because when you're holding your sexual energy, bro, you attract the woman you are, not what you want. I realized when I was in my lower nature, I was attracting lustful women. She could be bad as shit, bad to the bone, but she didn't want nothing but to drain my sexual energy. Calling you at 2 a.m. for it to come over just to take your sexual energy. That's not no damn woman. That's a succubus. Bro, and of course my woman wants me to release my sexual energy. That's a normal woman. Woman feel good, but she understands my practice. Because I'm still giving her, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I say, like, man, you got to learn how to, and that's what I said, when you're playing the field or you're dating, you learn how to work with yourself. You learn how to talk to women. You understand what women really want. You understand what a woman could use, what couldn't use. And eventually you're going to build a family one day, bro. Because the whole point of holding this sexual energy is to make yourself pure and get closer with God and become a better version of yourself. But you can also, when you release this semen to make a baby, that baby is going to be intelligent and very, very, very spiritually enlightened, because you're holding up all that abundant energy and you're giving it to the kid. I don't know if you knew that, but there are celebrities and there are spiritual gurus out there that know this and that do know this, that will go on streaks of retention and they will release in their woman when they're at the, 60, 90, 100 days, whatever, maybe 100 days, because it takes 90 days for your sperm to mature. And then they go ahead and have a baby. And your baby's more likely to be intellectually smart, being very healthy, and a whole bunch of crazy shit. And go look it up. It's true. So on a spiritual level. And I always say this, man, like when it comes to talking to women, bro, it's you may think you gotta have riz, have game, but all you gotta do is be authentic, be masculine, and just be able to be willing to lead, bro, because women want to be led. And that's one thing I realized, you know what I'm saying? If you can speak to a woman with conviction, speak to her like she's a human, but have a little bit of flirtation to you, which is naturally gonna happen because you're on retention, then you're gonna see progress, because you gotta realize, bro, you can't suppress your nature on semen retention. Stop suppressing your nature, because this is what's going to make you want to bust. You're going to resent yourself in this journey, and you're going to take it on everybody else around you. You can go to the gym, you can work out, you can make music, you can make videos. That's a good way of transmuting that sexual energy. But don't suppress that by not talking to women, by not looking at women, by like just letting, oh yeah, I'm getting that woman attraction. She's looking at me, but don't approach her. That don't make no sense. Yeah, you getting a woman attraction on semen retention, but you're not approaching these women. I'm not saying you gotta approach every woman that's on you or retention. I have a relationship, so I'm just speaking for when I didn't. But I'm like, bro, you have to understand, if you're getting woman attraction, you never know. At the end of the day, we're men. We're meant to approach the woman, ask for her number, take her on a date, get to know her, and you get to choose her. And with your ability to read women better now, you have no problem doing that. You should be able to pick up on, this woman ain't really for me, or this woman is more promiscuous than I like, or you know what I'm saying? I give y'all some game, bro. If I wouldn't find out if a woman's promiscuous or not, all you gotta do, bro, is just pay attention to her mannerisms. It's her mannerisms, bro. I'm telling you, it's her mannerisms. But a woman gonna go off of what your energy is at the end of the day. Because a woman, what she could do with one man, she won't do with the next guy. I'm telling you that right now. She will not. If you are a man, she can sense you got a weak bone. She is going to test that weak bone. She going to try to see what she can get away with, and you got to check that shit immediately. But when you're on retention, you have a very low tolerance for bullshit. You're very, very strong in your purpose. You know who you are, so you're not going to take no bullshit. And she's going to sense that, and she's going to stop fucking with you. When you tell her to do something, she's going to listen. When you say, I like your outfit, she's going to wear the outfit every time y'all see each other. Or she's going to try to wear the outfit and impress you. You know what I'm saying? She's going to buy you shit. She's going to buy you food. She's going to make sure you good. And that's what women do when they like you. They buy you shit. The women are stingy with their money. So when she like you, she gonna buy you shit. She gonna make sure you ate, make sure you fed. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know you got a woman. You know, and obviously there's more shit to go into it. You know, it's not just, you know, because anybody can do that, right? But that's just some shit to look out for. When you're on retention, you can kind of sense what and who's not for you, and not even just women, but people in general. But you can still talk to women and approach women and indulge with women on retention. I say go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you can be disciplined if you're not around women. But if there's women in your vicinity and you're conversating with women, can you still be disciplined that way? That's how you know you're disciplined. You can still hang out with women, you can still talk to women, but you still hold your sexual energy. That's true discipline on this journey, man. Because that's what this journey is all about. It's not meant to suppress your true nature, which is your attraction to women. So if you are somebody who's on your journey, and you're on semen retention, and you've been struggling with that, I'm letting you know right now, go approach women. Go get some no's. Go get rejected. Go get a couple numbers, take a couple dates. Don't get caught up in it though. Don't forget why you started this journey. If you started the journey because women was a distraction, then take time away, then come back and see what's the difference. How you see women now compared to how you used to see them. That's the big difference. And when you can tap into that, that's when you know you've grown on this journey. So if this video did resonate with you, I want you to come down below what day y'all on and what's the crazy experience y'all had with women and how do y'all feel about this topic? Because it can be very controversial or it can make sense or it couldn't. So if this does make sense, I love your Alchemist gang. Hit the like, subscribe button. Comment down below what day y'all on. I'll see you next video. Peace.